Who decided these getups were a good idea? Hey guys, I'm Ricky with WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 what the f unlockable outfits in video games.
Great mother of
Think you know video games? More specifically, terrible video games? Click below to sign in with your Google or Facebook account and take the new trivia quiz on WatchMojo.com. Follow the link in the description. We'll be judging these outfits based on how ridiculous they are and how uncomfortable they make us. Seriously, nobody needs to see a raptor in a cheerleader costume. It's terrifying. Number 10. Panda Suit, Onimusha, Warlords. Cute, cuddly, and mildly disturbing isn't precisely what we'd expect to see in our action horror samurai game. Nevertheless, the unlockable panda suit in the first Onimusha title can't help but fit that description. Unlocked by playing through the game once with at least 10 fluorite pieces collected, the suit becomes available in a new game extra playthrough. For the most part, it's a fairly straightforward, if anachronistic, animal mascot costume with a removable headpiece, and an unceasing grin on his face. That extra element of creepiness just further reinforces how out of place the whole ensemble feels. Number 9. Bloodsoaked Quiet, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. From the word go, the mostly silent sniper known as Quiet faced much scrutiny based on her attire seeming shameless in how it was designed to emphasize sex appeal above all. This wasn't helped by her various alternate outfits being both bizarre and unintentionally troublesome for narrative reasons. Among said weird choices of apparel is Quiet's naked blood costume, which entails her body and standard outfit being drenched in blood. Intended in-universe to be intimidating to adversaries, it begs the question of who was brutally killed to justify the look. Additionally, it flies in the face of Quiet's need to breathe water through her skin, since being splattered with blood would be pretty inconvenient. Number 8. Mega Man, Dead Rising series. Even in the face of a zombie outbreak, there's apparently still time for dress-up. In Dead Rising, photojournalist turned survivor Frank West can swap his plain suit for any number of eccentric and unorthodox articles of clothing. However, nothing can quite match the strange feeling of unlocking and having Frank don the game's secret Mega Man costume in the first Dead Rising game. This oversized, impressively realized recreation of the Blue Bomber suit is only attainable via the completion of several notably difficult achievements, as well as locating the helmet in a gift shop. Nick Ramos can also don a Mega Man X's outfit in Dead Rising 3, complete with a Mega Buster and charged shots. Number 7. Anna the Squid, Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Try showing me a good time.
Because of course we need another reason to keep Safe Search on. Recurring Tekken combatant Anna Williams, like many of her virtual peers, has seen her fair share of post-release or alternative costumes over the years. And while a fair few have placed focus on her figure and sex appeal, it's the sexy cephalopod outfit that might most cross into especially weird territory with the concept. From the bulbous cap to the absence of fabric covering its torso, Anna's octopus, or maybe squid, costume tries to pay homage to deep-sea creatures while also functioning as fan service. I mean, to each their own, I guess. Number 6. Cardboard Knight, Killing Floor 2. Metal ain't cheap, it seems. As with many multiplayer-oriented games, Killing Floor 2 makes a point of offering players room to customize their avatar with its in-game gear. Some carefully ride the line between gimmicky and utility, and then there's things like the Cardboard Knight. This outfit is definitely aptly named. given that it consists of various used cardboard boxes stuck together into a vaguely armor-shaped configuration. Little in the game quite compares to the bizarre spectacle of seeing someone lurching about in this stained, barely cohesive oddity. That said, it's hard to imagine cardboard being especially helpful in warding off attacks by the game's specimen creatures. Number 5. A sailor named Chris. Resident Evil Revelations. The Resident Evil games have generally been quite good about tying interesting, varied costumes to the completion of many in-game modes and challenges. On occasion, however, players get served with the odd reward that raises questions more than it satisfies or entertains. That's how we feel regarding Chris Redfield's unlockable sailor costume, featuring a white top that seems too small for Chris's muscular torso and shorts that leave little to the imagination. We'd say this is one of the strangest things to happen to Chris, but then again, this is the guy who punched a boulder while in the middle of a freaking volcano. Number 4. Wiggler Helmet. Monster Hunter World. Players who managed to collect 10 of the Serpentine Wiggler creatures for the related event quest were gifted with the appropriately themed Wiggler Helmet. Said headgear, as would soon become clear, was less a traditional helmet and more of an oversized snake face to wear over one's entire head. Lightly bobbing and wiggling as the player moves, the Wiggler helmet can't help but draw attention to how much of an off-kilter novelty it is. The helmet carries over into cutscenes too, ensuring that any gravitas or momentary drama is countered by the sight of a wobbling snakehead in the foreground.
No, there's a piece of the puzzle missing.
Number 3. Cheerleader Riptor. Killer Instinct. Brought into the fold in Season 2 of the Killer Instinct reboot, the cybernetically modified terror that is Riptor seems far removed from the trappings of the average high school setting. Yet, thanks to the inclusion of retro accessories for characters, Riptor can now sport a full cheerleader outfit in battle. To say it's a jarring mix of elements would put it lightly. Riptor's terrifying stature feels quite silly when she's sporting a cheerleader's top and skirt. Still, given how Raptors are a popular sports mascot, perhaps this does fit more than we think. I mean, we can already hear it now. Rip, shred, maul his face. His guts are now all over the place. Number 2. God of War. God of War 2. It's Kratos in a fish suit. Do I need to say anything else? Okay, fine. Those who managed to slaughter and maim their way through the entirety of God of War 2 were rewarded in unexpected fashion with a bright blue fish costume to put on Kratos. Amusingly titled God of War, this outfit provides a kind of hilarious contrast to Kratos' harsh commentary and gruff demeanor, even if it means undercutting the game's otherwise serious tone. Surprisingly, it's also got utility in moment-to-moment play. It doubles the worth of any orbs that the player picks up. Oh, and Kratos' blades are replaced by fish hooks, in case you thought the developers hadn't fully committed to the bit.
Submit! I would rather die!
Number 1. Alien Zack. Dead or Alive 5.
Let's get this party started!
Not long after the launch of Dead or Alive 5, Team Ninja decided to release the first time pack as free DLC. Among the various bonus outfits it provided for several characters, there was one particularly eye-catching inclusion: Zack's recurring silver alien bodysuit from games past. There's so much in the way of strange details here: the single antenna, the heart emblem on the chest, and bright goggles that make Zack's eyes appear magenta. Even Zack's victory poses get amplified in their unusual energy by the addition of this costume. We'll say this: we're likely never to forget this one.
Bam! Bam, 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 bam! It's so
Those are some trends I really hope never catch on, because it's already bad enough that we have socks and sandals. Alright guys, thank you so much for subjecting yourself to that. Let us know what your favorite what the f unlockable outfits are down in the comments, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Watch Mojo.